This week on What the Heck, we check in with Tyler, talk about moving, and then Jake runs us through another mystery bracket. Crack a cold one, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. Hello, old friends, and welcome.
I'm the only old friend here. Thank you.
I'm older.
Oh, no, we've got some old friends out there, probably.
That's true. Mr. What the Heck is older than me, and he's our friend.
You shouldn't call him old.
I said older.
I wasn't going to name any.
Older. I didn't say old. He's probably only 2-3 years older than me.
Pete's sake. Anyway.
Pretty close. We could be Jake's sons.
Whoa,
fact.
let's not go there, okay?
You just said that my father could be 2 or 3 years older than you. That means that you
I
could
was
be...
being nice.
I remember growing up and going to Grandpa Jake's house.
Whoa. See, he
Suddenly I
took it a
went
step
from
farther.
your dad to your grandfather? I mean, seriously.
That's right.
Maybe.
So Tyler's my son and you're Tyler's son?
You are, yeah.
Heck of
Pappy.
a- heck of a-
Papa.
Papa
I want
Jake.
to be a poppy.
I
Kind of goes with my heritage.
It does.
It's perfect with the beer I'm drinking.
Nice. We're already off the
I
rails.
should have had the Corona.
You should have.
5 seconds in.
Friggin'
What the
A.
hell are we doing with our lives?
Anyway, I'm Colin with Tyler and Jake. Everyone, I think it's important that we discuss. We've had a couple of dry episodes in a row, but that streak ends tonight with a couple of beers
It ends tonight.
and an ice cold. Don't even. And it starts tonight.
No, it ends tonight.
No.
Unless you're talking
I
about
did
the
that on
All-American
purpose.
Rejects.
No, I was not.
Finish your ice cold.
Shirley Temple. In a bottle. That means
That's classy.
I paid real money for this Shirley Temple. Yeah, sometimes I do grown-up stuff. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's nice.
Just hits the spot, doesn't it?
Yeah, when I was young, anytime we'd go to a supper club, which I, at that point, didn't really have like a real big appreciation for that I do now, I always thought a kitty cocktail was like a pretty rad little deal.
With the cherries.
Yeah.
Before you'd ask for extra cherries.
Yes.
For sure.
Because then I was like, well, everybody else is having a little cocktail. Why shouldn't I?
Yeah. And now you can be a real adult.
I prefer to call it a kitty cocktail over Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple sounds more adult-like.
No way.
Than a kitty cocktail?
Shirley-
That sounds kiddie.
Isn't Shirley Temple like a little kid anyway?
Yes.
There you go.
But it sounds better than kitty cocktail.
Come on.
Kitty is in the word kitty cocktail. Like,
No,
seriously.
Literally in the name.
Maybe that's just about small cats.
Shirley Temple did grow up at some point. She didn't stay
Yep.
a small child for her whole life.
That's proven.
I was talking to somebody, maybe yesterday I was talking to Katie about people being born old based entirely on their name. Like, oh, we were talking about Myrtle.
Yeah.
Again, week
Yeah.
2, Mert's on the show.
We're going to get a hold of her, see if she wants to be a guest. And bring us ice cream when she does it.
Or
Yes.
we'll
We'll do a live
hear
show.
me out.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go there and record.
We seriously...
With all the ice cream we can eat.
Yeah. We need to someday invest in better equipment that would allow us to be more portable. I think
We could be
that-
portable. We just hold the mic in our hands.
Yeah, but
You got a
look at all this
laptop,
shit
that's
we have to
portable.
bring.
We don't need to see the schedule. Only you do.
Right, but I still got to bring these 2 boxes.
Power cord, 2 boxes. Boom. Seems simple to me.
I feel like I got an idea. We'll
What-
play around with it.
Which one of us is going to pack the extension cord so we can do this by the pool?
I'll do it.
I feel like we owe the world a live podcast from a different land.
Yep.
That's true.
I'll
Well,
throw it in my luggage.
if that doesn't
120
work,
foot,
we
is
could
that-
just record it on the old app, the Anchor app. At least a segment.
That's true. The sound quality will be
Day
shitty,
one,
but who cares anyway?
Pool bar. Day 1, hour 3, pool bar.
That's true. Each day we'll record a little 5-minute blurb. I'll be like, honey, we can't leave yet. I have to go find the guys quick. I know we're going on a romantic walk on the beach, but not yet. I have to record the daily segment.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be nice. I was just thinking this year's already going kind of fast, and it's freaking me out.
Quarter's already over.
It's gonna be May here, like soon,
Couple weeks.
Very soon.
effective the 1st of May. There's gonna be some big changes in life.
It's gonna be awesome.
Like it'll be a different month.
And you'll be
That's a
living
big
in a
change.
different home.
Oh, that's
Effective before that, but
Effective
still
soon.
awesome.
Sooner than
oh,
Sooner than May 1st.
I think that we cleared finally the last hurdle, not hurdle, but the last check mark before we can okay, we're gonna be able to do both of these closings and life can go on.
you're on the home stretch.
I got the final appraisal back today and that all checked out. So I was like, okay, we're good. We got all of the paperwork and junk done now, so now we're just hanging out.
Just drinking an old Shirley Temple.
That's right, just cooling with the homies.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Doesn't seem to. Unless Tyler has something really, really exciting to say, which based on the pre-show conversation, I'm betting not. But Tyler, what the heck?
I pass. Just kidding. I got it. It just came to me as you were talking. Are we done yet?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, good. Favorite obscure sport?
How obscure are we talking?
As obscure as you want to get, but
All right.
nothing like mainstream or even semi-mainstream. I would say it cannot be a sanctioned college sport.
Whoa.
I'll go first.
Okay.
The one where the people do like equestrian shows on stick horses. They run around and like do jumps and shit.
With their own legs.
Yeah.
I have seen that. That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
I think we should do that out on the new home.
We got plenty of
Right
land.
across from the real horses. Be like,
probably
what?
how-
You guys think you can do better?
Those horses will be like,
What the hell are those people doing?
what are they doing? Oh, Katie just discovered yesterday that horse dongs are huge.
How did it take her this long to figure that out?
I'm not sure. I was like, you've seriously never seen one? Or
Even-
did you know where the expression hung like a horse came from?
Right? Even if you've never seen one or seen a real horse in general, like that seems like common knowledge.
You
At
just
some
be
point.
aware of that. She said, I hope they didn't notice. I was very distracted. And I was like, what the hell? So we were talking to Keith and Marie. They were like telling us about the horses. You guys, they got 20.
I can't
Two.
wait to meet them all.
Well, actually, they currently have 19, but they got a pregnant one there, and they also just bought a pregnant one. So they're
Sweet.
adding 3 to the...
2-for-1
I
deal.
was gonna say,
Three
did
to
they
team.
pay for both of them?
I'm
or-
not sure how that works. They'll have 22.
Awesome.
Oh, and here, tell me... Sorry, we're way the fuck off.
Yeah, I was going to say mine, but I'll wait.
This is just one last thing. They bought this team of... They call them Clydesdale Ponies. So they look like Clydesdales.
But they're
But
miniature
they're...
Clydesdales.
Yeah, but they're like not really that miniature. They're just like more...
They're the size of a normal horse,
Pretty
not
much.
a Clydesdale.
Maybe slightly smaller. I bet they're 6 feet tall. But they look like Clydesdales.
Still pretty big
Still reasonably large.
for someone who's not 6 feet tall.
But they bought this whole team of 6 from a guy who used to like tour around with them, and he marketed them as the Bud Light Clydesdales.
Ha, it's from the Budweiser Clydesdales.
Right, 'cause they're
They're
smaller.
light. Got it. That's it's marketing at its finest.
I was like, oh, that's pretty clever, and Katie didn't like get why I thought it was funny.
She's just not into horses, apparently.
Yeah, I got the horses in the back.
All right, back to obscure sports.
Yeah, I don't know about colleges around the world, but I've always thought highlight is pretty It's pretty interesting. Like I mean, to us it's obscure, but I know it's played like in whatever.
Isn't that the
Arab
game
country?
that you just
Nah, they take that little
The
like
scoop?
rock ball and they throw it, and you
Oh,
got like a
that's not
paddle
what I
that you.
was thinking.
Isn't that highlight right?
I thought
Yeah,
highlight
sure.
was the freaking thing with the scoops and the
The scoop in the ball. Then
You know
I'm
what I mean?
thinking
Good
of the wrong
question.
sport.
I think that's highlight.
What's
but I
the
don't know
sport
why I
I'm
think
thinking
that.
of then?
I think you're thinking of racquetball.
Cricket.
No, it's not racquetball.
Sounds like
It's like baseball. There's a pitcher
That's
and he
cricket.
throws it
Cricket.
with the paddle. That's cricket.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm sticking with cricket because to me it's interesting. I don't understand the rules, but like they fire that thing in there, and I don't
And
know
it,
how
like,
guys hit
bounces and it's all weird.
it. Yeah,
They gotta,
and
like-
it goes everywhere,
Yeah.
and I don't understand what they're trying to do, but it looks like
Yeah.
one hot baseball kind of.
Yeah.
But the way they wind up, like they deliver it,
They gotta
like,
come like
yeah,
over the shoulder.
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Cricket was on my list
Was it?
when I thought about this for the
Oh,
first 30
so
seconds.
you're telling me I went too obscure?
You
No, no.
might have.
Maybe, but that's still not.
You want to know what my runner-up was though?
Yeah.
Because I just happened to flip on ESPN in Bettendorf, Iowa this weekend, and almost fell off my hotel bed when I saw that this was on ESPN.
Lawnmower racing.
Nope. You guys have all seen like the national cornhole, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? We see it a lot here at our complex at Bigfoot. Old people play it.
Pickleball.
The Pickleball World Championships were
seen that
on
on
ESPN, and I was like, Kim, you've got to take a look at this. And she's like, are they playing pickleball? I'm like, yeah. And they were like serious about it too, man.
Yeah.
Like it was like not a joke,
We have a customer that's 94 and plays pickleball 3 times a week.
and would probably kick the shit out of all of us.
How?
It's exceptional. She's got a bum knee right now, so she didn't get to play in the last week or two, and she's
Oh
kinda,
man, she's probably having withdrawals.
she said maybe I'm starting to get old, and I was like,
Just starting.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yes, I was thinking cricket because you randomly see some of the top plays like on ESPN, and that is just no gloves, like bare hand. They can make catches behind the batter. It's just so weird. I am going to go with badminton.
oh yes,
Yeah, I like badminton.
nothing like
We-
smacking a good cock to and fro.
We recently in
Shuttlecock.
in gym class that was one of the units that they got to do this year. So like after we went to virtual gym class last week, we watched some badminton highlights. And sometimes I watch like tennis and think, how are they able to hit that back and forth and keep it in play? And these badminton players, like
Well,
you're in a
it's-
court maybe the size of this room, it seems.
I was badminton doubles champ in
And-
high school, just for the record.
Well,
With
see, so
Mrs.
this isn't obscure for you.
No.
I just
Yes.
the way they jump up and are able to smack that
Oh.
thing down, and the other side can just catch it up, and I feel like I'd never be able to do that.
I would not anymore.
It hit me. Like
My reflexes
square in the
might have
forehead.
slowed down a bit.
Old
At least you
age.
can say you were a champion.
Yep.
I remember back when we used to go to your house. Grandma would always make us milk and cookies, and then we'd go out in the yard and play
Badminton,
The
little
old Father's Day
little
badminton championships.
Yeah.
followed by a good game of cricket.
Yep. Cricket. Since I'm gonna have to tone down my obscurity, I
No,
thought
I
we were
liked
going
yours.
a totally different direction.
I really liked yours.
Jeepers. I'll go with spike ball.
That's on ESPN also.
I was watching some like a compilation of videos of like spike ball highlights that ESPN posted on Instagram the other day, and they are wild.
Yeah.
That game is real intense, and I got a real passion for it.
It's exciting. I watched my my son play with my nephews about a month ago. You know, and these are like 12 and 11-year-olds, but they're like the competitive nature that was going on with spike ball and a little bit of trash talking thrown in there, and it was like, wow, these guys aren't bad actually.
Katie doesn't like to play with Travis.
He's too competitive.
He's competitive. She claims that maybe he plays a little dirty, which I can confirm he's been known to do before. But no, spike ball gets pretty heated. We'll be playing a lot of spike ball in the neighborhood. We're gonna have to come up with a name for our neighborhood over there.
Yeah.
We're on the same block, technically.
That's true.
Who is?
Travis and I.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
I don't know what it's called, but it's gonna be great over there.
Well, you come up with a name, and we'll go with it. We got your back.
I'll help put up signs and.
Yeah. I'll even
Well,
spread
no,
the word around town.
No.
No,
It's very
we don't want
private.
it to be a
Top
popular
secret.
block?
No.
Oh, a private block.
Yeah.
You want everyone driving by watching them spike ball games.
What are you going to do when you put the lights up in the backyard to play spike ball at night under the lights? People are going to
I
come.
have one light in my yard that is pretty bright.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, but that's too much of a ruckus.
It's proven. You'll have cornfields there and everything. The spike ball champions of the world will come
up
out
some
of the
walls then.
cornfields.
I have another sport. Trap shooting.
That's not obscure.
We don't have it like around here.
Sure you do. Darien Sportsman's Club has
I
a trap
get it,
league.
but like in Minnesota, they have like high school trap
There's some
shooting.
high
There
schools.
is.
Burlington has one.
Lake Geneva's got one.
Well, why didn't we have that offer as?
Because Bigfoot kids
co-op
bring guns
thing?
to school, so they can't have a trap shooting. My nephew is 12, and he's in a trap shooting league. That's Sheboygan Falls, but still.
That's nearby here.
Yeah, it's up 2 hours.
Pretty close.
Yep, just down the road.
It's all a matter. of
Might be on the
perspective
same
for them.
block.
No.
That's a big block.
A big block.
Okay, obscure guy.
Was that a good one?
Yeah, I dig it.
Perfect.
Moving on.
Literally. Moving on.
Ah.
Wait, is this our last show from this original founding location?
I have not. I was talking with Katie about that today, and I've not really worked out the answer to that question.
Okay, because I got a little choked up there for a minute.
It might be, because it'd be really nice to move all this shit this weekend. But I won't have internet there till the 23rd.
That
Which-
means we don't record next week.
Well, we could record.
But just can't upload it.
I just can't upload it there, so I'd have to like record there and then come back here to, which is fine.
Take your laptop to work and upload it there.
no,
Well,
don't
I'll
do
still
that on
be
company time.
You don't
All
have
you have to
to,
do is click like two buttons and
you
let it
don't have to
upload.
actively do anything. But we'll still be coming back here, so that'll be
That's
fine.
true.
What this may be.
It would be awesome to record on the floor with no table. And
Yeah,
we
we
just
could
lay
sit
around like we're having a sleepover.
Crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
No, I like
We
to
have a
lay
bowl
down,
of
actually,
popcorn and like,
That we could tell scary stories.
yeah,
We'll
use
dedic-
flashlights. We
we'll
can turn the
de-
lights
we'll
off.
dedicate a whole episode to telling scary stories in the new podcast studio.
Yeah.
We would have had to have done that because I was there the other day to meet the appraiser, and there was no power to the house. So I was
Seems like the appraiser would dock that.
well, it was a little troubling. I like checked the breaker, and I was like, this all checks out. So I then told the lady that we're buying it from, I was like, so I think your renters probably just canceled when they moved out, which makes sense. But there's no power here. She was a little confused. She thought that I turned it off, like in the basement, and I was like, no, I'm on your side here.
Yeah, why would I do that?
I would prefer the sump pump be running.
Yeah, especially right
Oh.
now.
Don't worry, we got it resolved.
Good.
We're all powered up there.
I can sleep tonight.
So can the lion.
'Cause the lines.
Away.
Got it. To answer your question before you ask it, I hate moving so much.
How much?
A lot.
This
with
much.
capital A, capital L, capital O, capital T. A lot.
Is that all one word?
And 3 exclamation points. Yes, that's
Did
all
you
one
know
word.
that 3 is like the proper
Yep.
thing?
That's why I said
Really?
3.
2 or 4 is like wrong. You should use 1 or 3.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't moved around a lot
Keep her moving.
because I bought.
That's what this segment should be called. Keep her moving.
Should have, yeah.
Change it.
One house. I'm in my second house.
One house.
And we moved to my father-in-law's house kind of in between. You know, I don't really count
Oh,
like.
to my sister-in-law's
Do you? I was
house.
gonna say, do you know that house at
Yeah,
all?
you've been in there a few times.
It's been a while.
I don't count like college moves because you're moving like a TV and a handful of boxes and like some clothes. Like it's not like a real move. But
I always moved like a whole trailer worth because I always furnished any place I lived in, even
Yeah.
with other people.
yeah, I didn't. We always split it, so it wasn't too bad. But now as an adult and you've acquired, for lack of a better description, a lot of crap.
Yeah.
7 couches, a couple chairs.
Yeah, I look right now in our basement. I'm like, God, I gotta throw
What
this
if you
stuff
need
out.
to sit down?
Who doesn't need to sit down?
Bingo.
So I really do not like moving, except the only thing that I did like about both moves was,
Telling your kids you were having a slumber party camp out.
well, that was fun, but I did enjoy that in a small way. Was the decluttering.
Yeah.
Both times we were able to go through and be like, why are we moving this? We've never looked at it in 10 years. Throw it out. I feel like I should move like every 7 to 10 years just to declutter and get rid of crap because otherwise I hesitate going down in the basement to go through it all.
Mm-hmm.
So
We're doing well there because we just went through our stuff a year ago and are now doing it again and still cutting out a bunch more.
yeah, that's good.
So that's going okay.
Well, really, I've only had I moved back from college into my parents' house, and then I moved from my parents' house into my apartment. So, not many, big moves, I guess.
You helped me
It's
move.
not-
You can count that if you want.
That's
'cause
true.
I'm sure that sucked.
I've helped a lot of people move, and I'm not I honestly, I think I like helping other
Sounds like
people
you're-
move more than
Sounds like you're
me
a bit of
moving
a pro.
myself.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
see what he's doing.
Nah, I'm busy. I don't mind. I like helping other people move more than myself because
If you break something you don't
Once-
give a shit, it's not yours.
Exactly.
I feel a little bit
Whoops,
worse
I
on that
throw
part.
this box down
Oh
on the
my
ground.
gosh, that mirror just, I swear I didn't touch it.
Oops, I don't know why your treadmill doesn't work anymore.
Because helping other people, you just bring stuff in and then you're done. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't like unpacking
Yeah,
everything.
and reorganize.
right.
and-
Hanging
Oh my gosh, why
pictures.
did I pack
Oh,
this?
yeah.
And now it's already here, so I might as well just put it
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yep.
That's my least favorite part of moving. So helping others, it's just, it sucks because you usually have to help carry all the big stuff, and it's tiring.
That's what you get for
and
being a big, strong
carry
man.
stuff up and down stairs that sucked, and now I'm gonna have to do it again a couple months later.
It's really, especially just that one item.
Just that one item.
I might just leave that with the house. I haven't decided.
Nail it into the wall. Just pretend like it belongs there. I don't. Yeah. I mean, like I said, other than helping people move, I've never had to do one myself. But the unpacking part is the worst, in my opinion.
Katie said that she's moved every year for the last 9 or something like that.
Whoa. She's a pro.
She hates it. Which, very understandably so. That was the plan for us to not move for a while after we lived here. I was saying, 5 to 7 years, and she was thinking 7 to 10. So we settled. We met in the middle
2.
and went with 1.
Math checks
Seems
out.
legit. Yeah.
But I think that this next one will be a longer-term solution. So
2 to
that
3.
At least we could easily double our time.
I'm
at this
busy.
house.
I'm busy that weekend too.
Yeah, I don't like moving, but I don't hate it enough to let it deter me from opportunities.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with that. It was super exciting when we bought this house.
Right.
New neighborhood, newer house, all the things that we had wanted in a house.
Right, it's
So
worth it once
yeah.
you get through all the shit.
The process was a little bit daunting and kind of sucks to get organized. And then once you're there, you're like, oh man, it's quite the relief, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not that great, but it could be a worse thing. Are you a planner? Do you plan out the move well ahead of time and you're all organized, or is it kind of holy shit, we close in 3 days?
I'm going to defer this one and say that I have the best planning partner on the planet because
Carter.
my wife is very organized and keeps me in line. And so when we've moved, she's got the boxes, they're labeled, and this needs to go in this room and that room, and this is where I want it stored, and this can go right in the basement, and this can go right up here. Like, she's got it down to a science. Both times we moved, it was pretty well organized. I mean, Tyler was there for one of them, and I think it went pretty well, and I was just like anybody else there. I was just the muscle moving stuff. She's like, nope, that goes here. Nope,
Yep,
make sure
you
that goes
either
there.
read the box and it told you,
Yeah.
or she looked at the box and told you. Like
Yeah.
there was very little extra moving when things got in the house.
Yeah, once you picked it up, it wasn't like carry it in, set it down, pick it up, move it somewhere else. It was like pick it out of the U-Haul or the pod or whatever, carry it here, and put it down, and that's where it belongs. So
Dig that.
my wife was very organized in the planning behind the moves.
Is that happening for this move, or am I actually busy?
No, it's pretty good. And truthfully, by the time you roll around, it's going to be a lot of like
Just carrying heavy stuff.
these desks, which are not heavy. They're
And
just
that
big.
dresser.
And that dresser,
That's
which
heavy.
has a broken leg, so that dresser might just go to the old road.
That looks like it stays in this room, actually. Wasn't that in the...
Yeah.
I thought that they bought that with the house.
Yeah,
Tyler, need a new dresser?
it's got a broken leg.
You could fix that.
Maybe. I don't know if I want to carry it up the stairs of my apartment. Because
It's actually not as heavy as you
At
think.
some point, it's going to have to come down those stairs.
I'm available that day. See, that's what
Wow.
I can
That's the
offer
difference
you.
What a
between you and
nice
me.
guy.
Uh huh.
Genuine.
Now that it's on the record that you helped Jake move, I'm gonna just guilt the shit out of you. I'll say, but wait.
Did I not just say that I'm actually free for the most part this weekend?
Unless
For the
you're
most part.
busy.
I think actually I should check my calendar, but I think I'm 99% sure. Other than the 3.5 hours, I'm good.
I'm busy that time.
That's true. So I'll have extra time.
Part of me feels like I should make an appearance, but I don't know if I can swing it or not.
I'll FaceTime
Yeah.
you.
No, we're pretty well organized. She labeled all the boxes with rooms and whatever, and it's kind of nice because we've been able to get in early.
Yeah, that helps.
So today I think she took 3 or 4 loads. That was she came into the office and packed up the office. So all the boxes say office, and they're going into the new office. Which
You mean the new studio?
the new studio. We don't have an office. We have a
Wait,
studio.
do the labels say office or studio?
I think she wrote office now
Then
that I'm thinking about it.
Where
They're
are
gonna be
those
in the
going
wrong
to go?
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are going to get confused.
out in the barn.
Great. The
Hayloft
more extra
office.
moving. The hayloft this?
The hayloft. That'd be good. Yeah. I would say that I'm a pretty organized person and would use a similar system, but she totally handled it because she's the bomb. So, yeah. Along the same lines of your level of organization, are you wrap it up in bubble wrap and put it nicely in a box, or are you chucking that stuff into a laundry basket and or a garbage bag?
So my take on this, and again, I'm going to defer to my lovely bride because she was the go get the boxes, pack everything. But I think those two things happen in phases of life. Because I remember when I was moving from apartments in college and moving home and to the dorms and whatever, it was whatever, dude, throw the clean clothes in with the dirty clothes in a garbage bag. We'll sort it out later. Yeah, just whatever. Throw that box in the back of the car. Whatever CDs or yes, I had CDs, not records or 8-tracks when I was in college. Thank you very much. Throw it all in the laundry basket. A couple pair of shoes, maybe a random football or baseball in there, and pack it in the back of the
Sports.
car. But I think as you get older, you actually might have things that are worth not breaking. So you take the time to actually box them and bubble wrap them and protect them versus just throw them in the back of the truck and we'll get there when we get there.
Again, haven't moved a whole lot myself, but this last move to the apartment, I was kind of a combination. Mostly because some of my stuff was still already packed from coming back from college. I was moving back home and it was stuff I didn't need, so it just stayed packed away.
Yep.
But a lot of the stuff that I packed, it was either boxes and wrapped, or I went and got some plastic containers because I knew that it was just gonna be nice to have them anyway.
Like Rubbermaids.
Yep. So I have some.
Kim's a big fan of
some big,
Rubbermaids.
I got some Rubbermaids with the wheels on them.
Yeah.
So we could just push them and pull them and whatever. So yeah, I think. But again, I think the more you acquire that is a little bit more fragile or needs a little bit of extra.
Like, think about if you were to move out of your apartment now. Like, I'm
Right.
sure you'd be like, I'm not just going to throw this stuff in.
Right. There's still some stuff that I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
whatever. It can go in there, and if it breaks, it breaks, or it's not going to break.
If he dies,
He dies.
dies.
But yeah, the more you get, the more care you're going to take care of
Yeah.
that stuff.
I would agree it's kind of a combination. Like clothes, I probably will use the laundry basket method, particularly because I'm going such a short distance. I feel like when I really moved, like when I moved home from school and whatever, it was all like packed nicer than now when it has to just travel 7 miles in a
Oh,
straight
yeah,
line.
because you can make 13 trips in a day now if you need.
Right.
So, yeah, there's no rush.
So, like, probably any of these days, I'm going to just, and if I do use a box, I'll just, throw in all of my clothes that I'll keep enough stuff to get me through. But
So you don't have to go to work naked.
for the most part, I could get rid of, most of my, I don't know, normal clothes, non-work clothes. Because, truthfully, I wear, 1 or 2 shirts a week, maybe, that don't say Austin Pure Service on them. So, most of that stuff can just probably go away. I don't see myself wearing a suit in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, you never know.
So, that stuff could probably go.
You're not going to wear a suit to your closing? That would be impressive.
I should.
Yeah.
That's actually a good plan. I was going to wear my What the Heck shirt.
Underneath your suit coat.
Well, yeah. I thought that was
Yeah, that's what we were looking to wear to the wedding. Cut the,
Yeah.
cut the sleeves off the suit coat for the wedding, of
along
course.
with my tuxedo T-shirt.
Are we going to have What the Heck bro tanks by wedding time?
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
We need to
Still
get
waiting
this
on the
stuff.
What the Heck championship belt.
Maybe this weekend we can work on that. We said that last weekend. It
You
didn't
said
happen.
that.
But we
and
didn't
broke my
do
heart
anything
for
this
weeks.
weekend. So next weekend we'll at least talk about it.
It can at least be discussed for sure.
Oh my goodness.
So when hiring and or helping friends, whether you're on either end of that, whether you're the mover or the
Movie.
movie, yeah, I guess that would be a movie. But what is acceptable payment? What, as the mover, do you feel the movie, the person who is being moved, what is a level that you don't feel guilty about versus as the mover, what do you think? Oh yeah, this wasn't a total waste of my day. Or do you just do it for the satisfaction?
I have moved quite a few friends, my brothers, etc. Potentially you.
Hey, see you there.
Just not this weekend.
What's,
As a
what's
move,
Carter doing?
he's after Wolves. He's free. I can send him over.
I'll bring him and the rest of the boys.
There you
over.
go. As the mover or the hired hand, for my friends, my brothers, whatever, I don't expect anything.
Just
I
a
would
pack
never
of-
ask
a pack of
anything.
noopies?
No, nothing. Because what I would expect is when it comes my turn to move,
They'll
I can
help you.
call you and you would do the same
Well,
for me.
Be busy that weekend. for
Of
sure.
course.
Yeah,
But
same.
I know when we've moved and when my brothers have moved, typically we bought pizza, as much as you can eat. Obviously I don't want you to get full and then not be able to help move
Yeah, it's
anymore.
true.
But
So you have to just
yeah.
get salads.
yeah, we pace it. During the day, you eat granola bars, and at the end of the day, the move's done. We'll stuff
Here's
you
a
with
beer.
pizza
Shotgun
beer.
this, and then we move.
They gotta
Faster
give
we
them
move,
water so they
the
don't
more
But-
tap up.
Yeah, we, towards the end of the day, of all the moves, we've had lots of pizzas and beers, and just kind of that's when the heavy work's done. You can kick your feet up and
That's what I'm
relax a
thinking.
little bit. So, but I would never.
That's
I
why
don't
I
know.
wish I was moving on Saturday.
Yeah,
Pretty much it doesn't really line up that way. So now we'll just have to, fine. Everyone has to call into work on Monday.
I'm in. My boss is a pretty good guy. I think he'd let me do it,
My boss would smack me in the head.
and then kick your butt on the way out.
But you're doing it anyway, right?
Yeah, stick it to the man.
I would agree. I don't expect any sort of payment.
This is so interesting.
I mean, $1 million. No, like I've helped a lot of people move, and they always had like a lot of times it's, hey, we'll provide dinner and drinks, and we can hang out, but like that's fun and everything, but I don't expect that to happen.
I'm thinking
like,
meatloaf and mead.
All right, I'm in.
Wow.
Mead.
You had him at
Wait.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, I don't even like the meat is just awesome as well, but meatloaf. Is it Katie's meatloaf? Mom's meatloaf.
Ah, the Meatloaf.
I don't know. They both make dynamite meatloaf.
Who's
time-
better?
They should
They
both
both
make a
make
meatloaf,
dynamite meatloaf.
and then we will.
One time Katie made one.
Blind taste test them.
Yeah.
One time Katie made one that she put, like those little Baby Bell cheese deals in.
Oh yeah.
She like made cheese stuffed meatloaf.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty much life changing.
Why are we not eating that
Yeah,
right
I'm not sure
now?
why we didn't get a slice.
We can call her up as a guest.
Only
At
if
the
she
house.
brings the meatloaf.
Mom.
Ma, the
Can
meatloaf.
you yell "Ma the meatloaf" to her?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Although she might not be here because
Like
she
right
was
now?
missing when we were looking for her earlier.
Correct.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I feel like both as the person with the house and the person with the arms.
Big arms. Big, strong, muscular arms.
Only one of them works, though. Did
The
you
other
guys
one
ever hear
works.
about the time that my elbow got broken in half?
No, what happened?
Oh, it was a cold and lonely day.
Hold on. Is this a story for another time?
Mm-hmm.
What was that, like episode?
Moving on.
11-ish?
I think that was episode 1. Like, he came right out of
Well,
the box with
It
that.
definitely was talked about multiple episodes.
Superior Reese was introduced very early on into What the Heck career.
We'd like to make maybe like a music video to Sarah McLachlan, Angel.
In the arms
For 19 cents a
of
day,
an angel.
You could help me hire a coach to support me when I'm actually in competition, so I don't have to go it alone.
For 19 cents a day, that's pretty cheap.
Isn't that what it is?
I wouldn't do
Isn't
that.
it usually 19 cents a day?
Probably. Oh, you mean from like the actual?
You're talking about
commercials?
like UNICEF or whatever.
Was it-
Yeah,
Say-
no, but there's like a normal amount that like all of those use.
Yeah.
and I don't know
Something
why.
like
what it
that.
is.
But actual
For just
coaches,
17 cents a day.
we broke it down
It
one
might be
time,
17.
and they make less than like a cent an hour. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
So, anyway,
It's
I hate to break it.
amazing.
So that's why there's part-time commitment.
Yep.
Anyway, pizza probably is the thing.
Yeah.
We'll be living pretty close to Kip and Deb.
Oh
So.
God, yeah, I'm definitely in. We don't need the meatloaf.
Or the ice cream shop. We'll be living close to Kip and Deb's
do
and
both.
Mertz.
We are gonna really have to take our weight loss seriously before
We
this.
can ride bikes there,
Ooh.
and that's exercise.
We were just
Get
talking
ice
the other
cream
day,
and
I was
ride
telling
bikes
Katie I'd like
back.
to buy a bicycle.
I have a nice bike.
I think I'm in
I'd
good
go
en-
biking.
I think I'm in good enough shape now. Like, I'm still not in great shape, but I'm in good enough shape now after riding a bike that I could probably like ride a real bike out in the wild.
Let's do it. I got a bike. I
Like,
love biking.
to Mertz.
To Mertz.
I'll bring my bike.
Done.
Everyone's gonna have to get bike racks. What you
I got a
want.
truck. We'll just throw them in the back of the truck.
Can I just leave mine in the barn?
Yes. That's
I
where I'm
probably
gonna put
won't
mine.
use it very much. If I'm gonna use it, I'll just come grab it.
I was thinking like
Right next to my lawnmower.
I was making plans as to like how I'm gonna get to places and could I ride the lawnmower to Travis's? Yes. It'll take me a while, but I'll get there. But then I was like, duh, why don't I get a bicycle?
Yeah. You get there and you get exercise along the way.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
Two for. And if it gets too wild, I just leave it at his house and walk home.
Yep.
It's not that far of a walk.
Cut through the fields.
Mile on the
Cut through the woods.
It's like walking home from cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty similar.
Yeah. Almost exactly.
Wow. See you guys all on our bike rides. How do you feel about moving companies? Have you ever hired one yourself?
I have never hired one myself.
Do you like the idea of hiring one?
I do, if I can afford them.
That's kind of my
When in my
problem.
younger years, I couldn't afford them. I could only afford the pizza and beer for my buddies and my
Right.
brothers and like anybody I could get to volunteer. Like my father-in-law just moved like 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
just down from us. And because he has a lot more stuff and, you know, my wife's family isn't around and it's not quite as big as my family. So they hired movers And boy, like I didn't even have to do anything. Like they literally hired movers for everything. Like I think we moved some clothes and like a couple of shoe racks and like piddly stuff. So I like the idea of them.
It's
I think it's
cool.
awesome to just be like, nope, that goes over here. Yep, can you bring that in here? Be
Well,
careful with that, please.
And I know there's like different levels. Like they'll even like
Yeah.
pack your shit.
Yeah. My brother got moved once for corporate.
I was gonna say I know that some.
Yeah,
like,
and they
jobs will
came
pay
and
for
just
it.
back stuff up. Like, where would you like this, Mr. Reese? It was, I mean, yeah, the concept of them is awesome. It's just a matter of the dollars behind it, or
Right. I think
is
that
it
if your
worth it?
company's paying
Sweat
for it, that's
equity.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm big on like, hey, your time has value. Like, sometimes it's worth paying to have things done because
Yeah.
you've got other shit to do.
Yep.
But if we're talking about paying a company, I don't know, $3,000 or $5,000 or whatever to move your house, seems like you and some buddies and some pizza could probably
get that done for a lot cheaper.
be money ahead.
Take a little bit longer, but save a lot more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Do you feel weird about like other strangers packing your shit? I don't care at all.
It doesn't phase me at all. The only other reason that I could see movers, and because we've like, knock on wood, thank God we're not in this situation, but I did briefly have to think about moving my office, and that was going to be like no questions asked. We were going to hire professional movers
sure.
and like not deal with any of it. So like in that setting, again, my company would pay for it. I guess I am my company, but either way, it would just be easier to make sure things were, carefully packed and carefully moved and, done a little bit more professionally than me and you guys throwing them in the back of trucks.
I would agree that that's a different situation for sure. And finally, do you have any like memorable stories from any of your moves?
I kind of have one that pops into my head. I was actually moving my wife. So she was moving up to Madison when we weren't husband and wife. And I may have been in my brother's borrowed truck moving some of her stuff. And I may have worked at Gordy's the night before and like got off at like 4 o'clock in the morning and got like zero sleep.
Lake life.
And I may have fallen asleep driving my brother's truck on the interstate. Actually, I think it was on the Beltline. And I may have come like within inches of like side swiping the big cement barrier in between. And my wife was following in the vehicle right behind me. And yeah, it's like a borderline funny story now because nothing happened and it was fine. But at the time, like she was telling me how she's like screaming, yelling, like, there wasn't enough time to like pick up a cell phone and call me and be like, hey, wake up. What are you doing?
Can't believe you didn't hear her yelling at you.
Did she honk the horn? That feels more effective than
Yeah.
yelling.
Apparently she did. But when you're nodding off, like I didn't hear anything. Like so I just came to and was like the Sharon phone book away from the cement wall, like wrecking my brother's truck and scattering miscellaneous personal items of my.
The Sharon phone book, that's still a pretty far distance away.
It
That's
is
a big
because
phone
it's Sharon and Bergen.
No, this was back when it was just Sharon.
Oh,
So
what's
it's even
Bergen?
thinner.
it's another half-ass. It's not a town.
Unincorporated.
There's something else over that way?
Yeah, it's like between, it's like Sharon and Clinton, kind of, but to the south.
I just thought there was
Yeah,
woods.
I don't know what in the hell. There kind of is just woods, really.
I'm going to have to venture over that
What
way.
about
like-
you guys? Any crazy stories? That's the only one that comes to the top of my head. I'm
There's
sure there's
nothing that-
other crazier ones.
I'm sure there is too, with how many times I've helped friends move, and at the age that I'm at, we don't do anything just and get it done. Like normally there's something else involved.
Yeah.
But there's nothing I can think of right now that.
I mean, when we moved, it was pretty interesting taking apart that treadmill.
Yeah, that was more just frustrating.
We had this treadmill that was in my father-in-law's garage because we didn't want to move it into the basement. And then to take it apart and put it in my basement it was a whole nother task because we were able to get the top piece off, like where the buttons are, but not the wires. So then you had to be like, one person's like carrying just the top piece, like a computer, keyboard, and then like 3 other people are carrying the treadmill and the rest of it. But you had to like stay within like 6 inches of them because the wires were all still intact. Like,
And that was to going down stairs that were
just wooden with a single wooden
old,
railing.
and it was steep, and I don't know how no one was even injured a little bit.
I think that treadmill might be sold with that house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Or if we get a new one,
Sledgehammer.
they're bringing it out themselves because I'm not. I'll buy it I'll buy a new one as long as they remove the old one.
Yeah.
I recently did the old double treadmill move. Carried one into my parents' house and upstairs, and then the one that was upstairs carried it down and out. It was not that fun.
No.
Why are treadmills so heavy?
Because exercise is bad for you.
Exercise.
I'm not trying to exercise
is
by
the
putting
devil.
this together. I'm trying to exercise by using it.
Exactly. My most noteworthy moving story is the weekend I was moving out of an apartment or into another apartment or home for the summer. No, it wouldn't have been that. I was bear hunting. And so
How did you move while you were in the woods?
well, that's just
weird.
it.
Very stealthily.
My parents were coming up to help me move, and however the timing worked out, I was like, okay, I'm going to finish this up. We're probably just going to hunt this morning, whatever, and then I'll be there. And everything was like pretty much packed, and then I was going to meet him and we were going to like load it and carry it out. But then we ended up chasing this bear like the entire day. It was like an 8-hour deal. And I got done and they were like, yeah, we've just about got it all, so you might as well just go home. So instead of driving back to Minneapolis like I had planned, I just drove back to Sharon, and they drove home with all of my possessions.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I felt kind of like an asshole, but like the day just kind of got away from me, and by the time I was done, they were like, well, it's not worth you driving 3 hours over here to turn around and drive 5 hours home. So I just went home, and my parents moved out of an apartment for me.
Tyler, when he calls you, make sure he's over here.
Yeah. Are you going to be around this
Hey,
weekend?
Tyler, can you show up and carry those things out of my house?
I don't know.
I'll put my best guys on it.
I don't know how to get into the house. And you won't say the code to the door on the podcast, so I think we'll be okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It doesn't have a code yet, but
Is
it
that the
will
code
soon.
to my luggage? Movie? Anyone?
Is that
Come
Dumb
on.
and Dumber?
No.
No. I don't know.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Hello.
That's right.
Oh,
Come on, guys. I thought
I knew
more
it was
of
one
it.
of those like movies.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while.
That's
Need
the
to
code
watch
to
it
the
again.
atmosphere.
Yes. Yes.
And his luggage that he wanted changed later. Sorry, I digress.
I was wondering if you would be willing to digress far enough to do a bracket about something.
I
related to
would.
Spaceballs.
Drum roll, everybody. The bracket.
Dragons.
The dragon bracket.
I'm in.
No, it's not. The bracket, this came to me during March Madness, and because I've been to this place a couple of times in the last few weeks. So I have a 16-item bracket, Buffalo Wild Wings sauces. I did some
Holy cow.
research.
Are there 16? I only
Oh
ever
God, there
have
was like
3.
27
I was just
or
saying,
30. Like
Does
there's
this
way more
include
than
all
16.
the ones that they do not do anymore, but
No,
they've
well,
had
they may.
over- okay.
So I polled, 11,000 people or so, or like a few sites on the internet, and seeded these based on what I saw as popularity. Some of them may be biased to my favorites. You
That's
may not
allowed.
like them,
No,
so
that's
that's
allowed.
fine. So yeah, without further ado, we will start the best Buffalo Wild Wings sauce 16 sauce bracket.
Hit me. And then we'll have to go to B-Dub soon.
Yeah, I was just there over the weekend in Bettendorf, so it refreshed them a little bit more. So our number one seed kicking things off is Honey Barbecue, going against the number 16 Asian Zing.
Oh, it's two of my favorite ones right away.
Honey
Honey
barbecue.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. Honey barbecue is
I like me some Asian zing, but
Zing.
number 2. Mild squares off against number 15. Wild.
I'll go with wild.
Wild
is
for the upset.
Wild
huh?
a hotter one?
Wild
Yeah.
is like second hottest on the list or third hottest, something like that. Believe it or
hap-
not, mild was like the third most popular sauce.
What happens in
That
case
doesn't
of a
really,
tie?
I guess, totally surprise me.
Do you vote?
I guess I have to vote. Yeah.
I don't know if I've tried the wild, so I don't know if I can vote for it. I gotta
I
go
don't
mild.
know. I don't think I've tried it either. However, just knowing like I like spicy things.
I do not. So
think
if
I'd
I'm the
go mild
tiebreaker,
over wild.
mild's got my vote.
If it's that hot, I would go mild.
We're gonna jump to the number 3. And sitting at number 3, we've got Parmesan garlic taking on number 14, hot.
Parmesan garlic.
Parmesan garlic is good, and I also order it as an extra side when I get the pretzel knots.
Yes. We've had that once. That's good. So Parmesan garlic it
Yeah.
would be.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, teriyaki taking on number 13, bourbon honey mustard.
I don't think I've had either of those at B-dubs.
Really?
I don't know if I've done.
I gotta go with teriyaki. I'm not generally a big honey mustard guy.
I'm gonna go with the
sometimes
bourbon
I
honey
am.
mustard.
Oh, geez. You're going to do this to me.
No, I'll change my mind.
Honey mustard?
Honey mustard.
Okay. Because I was torn, actually. I like the teriyaki there. I haven't had the honey mustard, but as I was reading about it, doing my due diligence, I'm like, I might have to get an order of those next time I'm there,
Yeah, I
just
might
to,
have to
just
try
to
that
give it a
one.
shot.
I've
Because
never
it's
really looked at
it's
it.
up in the bottom top, whichever way you're looking at the hot spice meter. It's not hot and spicy at all. So
I'll have to
bourbon
add that
honey
to the
mustard with
list.
the huge upset. All right, that moves us on to number 5, spicy garlic, taking on number 12, mango habanero.
Bitch.
Tough decisions.
I gotta go.
I love mango habanero. I'm going mango habanero because they're super quite hot, and also like the flavor is delicious. It's not like just a hot buffalo sauce. They're like
got like some
good.
sweet to it.
Yes.
I say I've never had the mango habanero, so
You
I gotta
should
go.
try it.
I like the spicy garlic, so I'm going spicy garlic.
I do like spicy garlic, and I probably order spicy garlic more than I order mango habanero because I got to be feeling some type of way to go with one. I think that one's like number 3 or something. Like it's pretty
What is?
Oh,
mango
like
habanero.
spicy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
it's like up there. But God, it's delicious. I encourage you all to try it.
Well, I'm neither a fan of spice on either one of them, but I can tell you the popularity vote was the spicy garlic. So I think I'm going to have to go with
That
spicy
doesn't
garlic.
really surprise me.
Yeah.
Number 6, sweet barbecue, taking on number 11, Thai curry.
Oh, no chance. The barbecue.
Yeah. I don't know if I've tried the Thai curry
No,
before.
I refuse to try that. Based on it sounding
Yeah,
like stuff I wouldn't like.
I'm not a big fan either. Number 7, original buffalo, taking on number 10, chipotle barbecue.
Original buffalo.
I
Yeah.
knew that would be a big one coming from Tyler.
I love the original. Not. They went and changed it a little bit a while ago, and now they're back to the original. Oh, it's so good.
This one might be a tough 8-9 for you guys. Number 8, lemon pepper, taking on number 9, salt and vinegar.
Can I pass on both?
I was going to say,
Forfeit.
that sounds terrible.
This was a COVID cancellation.
Lemon pepper, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not going salt and vinegar. I don't like anything salt and vinegar. I don't know why. So I'm going lemon pepper.
All right, we're on to the next round. We have the 1 seed, honey barbecue, taking on the 8 seed, lemon pepper.
Honey barbecue.
I'm surprised you guys let me finish that one.
I had to make sure.
I only did because I was yawning at the thought of lemon pepper.
We have the 2 seed, mild, taking on the 7 seed, original buffalo.
I'm going upset original.
Same.
Oh, yes.
Big upset. We have the 5 seed, Spicy Garlic, taking on the first round upset master, Bourbon Honey Mustard.
Spicy garlic.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta go spicy.
And then the last one, we have the 3 seed, Parmesan Garlic, taking on the 6 seed, Sweet Barbecue. It's a tough matchup there.
Parmesan garlic.
Garlic.
Wow.
Easy matchup.
This is where it gets difficult.
Easy.
Final 4, ladies and gentlemen.
Honey barbecue.
Honey Barbecue versus Spicy Garlic.
Oh, yeah, honey barbecue.
Then on the other side, we have Original Buffalo taking on Parmesan Garlic.
Parmesan garlic.
Ooh.
This one's going to come down to you.
Oh, man, yeah. I think it is. I gotta go. I love Parmesan garlic, but, man, that original buffalo, I gotta go original buffalo.
I'm going Parmesan Garlic. And our final
Honey barbecue.
finalist, Honey Barbecue versus Parmesan Garlic.
Honey barbecue.
I will admit that I consulted many a website over these, and Honey Barbecue was like unanimous 1 seed, like the most popular sauce that they have. So it does not surprise me that Honey Barbecue is what the heck's greatest Buffalo Wild Wings sauce.
I'm into it. Now we should go to B-dubs probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
I'm in.
I was just there. When was I there last?
I was there Saturday evening.
Was it for the NCAA finals? Or did you go
Oh,
after
when
that?
Gable did badass shit.
Yeah.
Did
Speaking
you
of-
see him doing stuff at WrestleMania all
Yeah.
weekend?
He was hanging
He-
out with Roman
he gone.
Reigns.
He gone.
He took some pictures with Roman Reigns, and they look like they could run some like
Well,
brother combo stuff with him.
he doesn't look that much smaller. I mean, he's like 3 inches shorter, maybe,
yeah,
but
he's
like, he's thick.
Thick.
Brock Lesnar makes him look small still, but Brock's like
Yeah, he's
an
giant.
animal.
Brock makes everyone look small.
Yeah.
Except for me.
Yep. That's what I was thinking.
Brock
too.
Schoenbeck. That guy's big too.
So I hope I didn't disappoint.
No, I dig
No,
it. I love
that was
B-dubs.
awesome. Now I'm just hungry though.
Same.
Hungry for B-dubs.
Hecklers, I would love to get your feedback on this bracket. And if you don't
And-
if you disagree with Honey Barbecue, tell
Suck
us
it.
your number
Yeah.
one.
Oh no.
I mean, you
was
could
just-
suck it first, but
yeah.
then tell us
Also,
what your number one is.
I have an idea
Tell me.
for a what the heck event.
I love what the heck events.
Besides the blind meatloaf tasting?
No, but this is similar to that.
Ah, the meatloaf!
Let's invite any heckler that wants to join us to B-dubs, and we can try all of these
And
sauces
see if
and then
anyone
re-rank
shows
them.
up. We'll say, hello, hecklers. We're going to Buffalo Wild Wings
And
at
it's
this
the
time.
3 of us.
It'll just be us and Katie.
Well, in that case, we can still.
Yeah, we can still do it.
because I do want to kind of try the lemon pepper. It's not. It doesn't sound like I would like
okay,
it,
you friggin' nerd.
but I want to try some more of them because I usually stick with most of the 4 that were in the semifinals.
I order just honey barbecue 95% of the time, and the other 5%,
Well, that's weird.
I order half spicy garlic.
So I order honey barbecue 98% of the time, and then it'll either be sweet barbecue or teriyaki. But I have had the Parmesan garlic a couple times.
I should adjust my numbers because I have to make room for like 2% of the time or 1% I get mango habanero.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good, but they make you cry and your nose gets all runny.
See, I don't
make
like
you,
that.
They don't make you cry, but your nose runs.
See, I don't mind that part. It's like the next day that I'm not a fan of the hot stuff.
And we all know what that means.
I don't. What is it?
He has an upset tummy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the nicest way to put it.
Well, the new house, until we get it get the bathroom remodel done, it's got old people handles on the wall, so you can really hold on.
Get her done.
Hold on, you're telling me you're getting rid of those?
Yeah, they're going.
What?
away.
Why?
That's like the
What
new-
happens when you get old in that house?
Won't.
What happens when I get old in that
Even
house?
if I.
What happens when I come over? I'm already old.
Oh, that's true. I should be more considerate.
One of you guys gonna help me?
Tyler.
You should get some. Your brother's gonna come over.
Yeah.
You should get some like sliders for those so they can stay up out of
Yeah.
people's way. But then when someone needs them, they just slide right down.
It's a great idea.
What a terrible plan.
Well, yep. You know what? I'm busy.
Okay, folks. If anybody wants to help us move, I guess Sunday maybe.
They won't hear this until after though.
I'll have to put it out early. And we'll still be kind of half-ass moving stuff throughout the week.
Yeah.
More importantly, if anyone wants to stop by, if ever you see me, here, please take this. If ever you see me sitting on the front porch in a rocking chair or any other kind of seat, feel free to stop by. Me on the front porch is an open invitation. This will be tricky, though, because most people go like 95 past the house.
I'm going to slow down and go like 9 past the house every time.
To be more considerate.
Just in case I can pull in the driveway.
To be more considerate of me and my new horse neighbors.
Yep.
Yes. I would hate to scare those horses.
I was thinking about that the other day. Am I going to like be allowed to shoot guns in the backyard?
It's your property.
I know, but I don't want to spook my horse neighbors.
That'd be a good question to ask them.
Yeah.
I think I'll ask before I just start
I think
shooting
that's a
things.
that's
No,
a
I think let's
courtesy
take
thing.
the guns out and just start banging away.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens.
And if the horses start stampeding and running all over, you know it's probably not a good idea.
Or they'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember my life in the Wild West.
All of a sudden, you got a horse standing right next to you. You just jump on and
Oh, man.
ride her.
My life would be so much better. Anyway, maybe we'll see some of y'all on the ranch. But until then, for Jake Reese and Tyler Heck, I'm Colin Frederick. It's time for another Shirley Temple, so let's get the heck out of here.